Isn't it good to be in the house of God today? I tell you, it's such a blessing to be able to worship alongside you today. Announcements are listed within the bulletin. We have a vacation Bible school planning meeting immediately after the service today in the fellowship hall. If you're able, please come and attend that. Book club, our next book gathering is Monday, June 19th. Our next Methodist men meeting is tomorrow at 6 p.m. We have a sign-up sheet there at the corner of the chancel rail. Please sign that so we'll know how many meals to purchase. We will be having hamburger steak, mashed potatoes, and corn. So please sign up for that. Now team meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, June 14th at 6 p.m. Also in the back of your bulletin, there's two more additional announcements that I want to mention. The first is something very important that I believe some time ago, this idea was birthed from this church during the leadership of Ronnie Mutter, and that is a Big Stone Gap clergy group. And thanks be to God that for the past 2 months, clergy members in our area have been meeting, amen, to discuss ways to work together to strengthen God's ministries in our area. And that group meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. So I'm asking everyone to keep this group in prayer, amen, because that's what our community needs. Our community needs to see clergy members from all across different denominations, different theologies and perspectives to come together in unity, amen, to put our doctrine, to a sense, to the side and focus more and more on Jesus Christ so that we can come together and make a bigger impact in our community. Don't you want to see that? If you want to see that, give God some praise in this place. Also, the youth sports camp, June 12th to the 16th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and that will be held at the Taylor Lewis Center in East Stone Gap. Are there any other announcements this morning that need to be mentioned today? Show of hands. Let's... Whoa, hold on. Let's get a mic here. What are you talking about now?
Because I gave candy out, believe me. So if you'll go up to the Dollar Tree, get that big bag of candy and see if your side doesn't get like ours over here.
Oh, Lord. Are there any other announcements in the house this morning? Patty, can you help me? I recall hearing something about last month or two, Miss Betty Fleener, did she receive some type of acknowledgement at Mountain Empire Community College? Can you tell everybody about that?
Well, it's been 20-some years. Is Betty not back there?
She is back there.
Betty, how many years? 24?
The pop.
24. 24 years, Trinity United Methodist Church. Betty and I think there were a few others that were with her that helped get it started. But we have gone up there once a month and pop popcorn all morning.
College, right?
What?
To Mountain Empire Community College.
Mountain Empire, right, MECC. And you could smell that popcorn. You know what that does when you go walk somewhere and you smell some popcorn. Everybody wants it. And an oatmeal cake on top. And anyway, Betty received an honor for herself and for Trinity United Methodist Church, because there were other people earlier on that I didn't know who all helped. I know at one time Kathleen was always there, Bill Cole was always there, and I'm sure Betty could tell you a lot more about that really than I can, but she received the nicest honor, and because that Mary Beth and I were there, we all got to go to the front of the line and have our food carried back to the table, and I have some real good pictures of it, but really, Betty, it was a great thing that she did for Trinity United Methodist Church, you know, through them for Mountain Empire. And so
Amen.
everybody really clapped and gave a big hand.
And we have yet to see the impact of that ministry. But I can tell you that I believe I first got acquainted with Trinity United Methodist Church through that ministry. And I remember seeing Bill Cole and looking up and saying, wow, that's one tall man there. And while I attended Mountain Empire Community College, and he handed me a bag of popcorn and a nice sweet treat on top of it. And on the bag, I noticed the name of Trinity United Methodist Church. And it blessed me tremendously. But we've yet to see what all God has done through this ministry and what he will continue to do through this ministry. Thank you so much, Betty. Let's give Betty and the Lord another round of applause for that. Nancy Allman, you are smiling extra big today. Can you tell us who is with you?
This is my great-grandbaby, Ashton, and Travis, and Violet.
Amen. Let's welcome them to the house.
As all of you know, I had a big doctor's appointment this past Wednesday up at the Cancer Center with Dr. Kamari. They diagnosed me with leukocytosis, which is a blood disorder. It's where the white count gets elevated. She did more extensive blood work. I've got to go back the 27th, I believe it is. And what they do, they try to figure out whether it's some kind of infection or other things that's causing it, and that's what they treat. There's no chemo or radiation involved in this. They just try to treat the cause. So I appreciate your prayers, and this is very common in people my age. But like I said, I go back on the 27th, and hopefully they've determined what's causing this, and they'll be able to treat it. Thank you.